All right, so I've just reviewed the medical record for my patient Marvin Stewart, and the physician has requested a surgical wound dressing change. So I'm going to go ahead and perform that today. Knock, knock. Hello, Mr. Stewart. I'm just going to go ahead and close this curtain for your privacy. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is George. I'm going to be the student nurse performing the surgical wound dressing change. Before anything, though, can you please confirm your name and date of birth with me? All right, you said Marvin Stewart, May 6th, 1955. All right, perfect. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. And like I said, we're going to be changing your dressing. So I'm going to take off the old dressing and put a new one on. It is a sterile procedure, so if you could just not touch the site once I take off the dressing. Any questions? No? Perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and raise that side rail. And then raise you to a comfortable working position for me. All right, how is that? Good? So I'm going to start by putting on some gloves. And I'm going to remove the dressing. So I'm just going to take down your blanket if you don't mind and lift your gown just a little bit. So I'm going to peel off the tape towards the dressing. And I will be assessing the dressing. So, as I can see, there's minimal serosanguinous drainage and no odor. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this away, remove these gloves that have touched the contaminated dressing, and put on new ones. All right, so now with my gloves, I'm going to assess the wound. I can see that there is minimal serosanguinous drainage. There is a little bit of redness, no odor, and when I measure it, I'll notice that it's actually 12 centimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and continue by counting the sutures. There are 13 sutures. So once I've assessed the wound, I am going to continue by preparing my supplies. I'm removing these gloves, throwing them away, and I'm going to prepare my equipment. So I have my sterile gloves all set and ready to go. I have two 4x4 packs of gauze, and I have the abdominal pad, tape, and saline. So I'm just going to make 4 pieces of tape. I'm gonna kind of eyeball the measurement. All right, one of these pieces gets my initials, the date, and the time. So GM, March 21st, 2019, 8 a.m. So I'm going to continue preparing my supplies by pouring the saline on one of the packs of gauze, and then I'm going to move into the sterile procedure. So I'm going to take out my sterile gloves. I'm recognizing that I have a 1-inch border, which I may touch on this pack. All right, and for this right glove, I'm only going to touch the inside. Still only touching the inside. And for this left glove, I'm only going to touch the outside with my sterile glove. Still only touching the outside. Okay, so now I'm going to proceed to taking the wet gauze, and I'm going to sort of make a wonton with it, and I'm utilizing the no-touch method when I'm cleaning this. So that means that my fingers are not touching the patient's body. So I'm cleaning starting from the center with the wet gauze, and I'm going to throw this one away, get a new one. And now I'm going on the side. New one. Again with the wonton method. Other side. So now that I've cleaned it with the wet solution, I'm going to take the dry gauze and I'm going to pat it dry. So it's the same thing. Looks like a wonton. I'm going on the middle first. The side. And the last side. So once I've pat this dry, I am going to take the abdominal pad, and I am only touching the outside just so that it remains sterile for the patient, and I'm going to apply that to the site. So with the pieces of tape that I've prepared earlier, I'm going to tape it down. Okay, so now that I've done all that, I'm going to remove these sterile gloves. And I'm going to help the patient into a more comfortable position. Would you like your head back up? Up, you're good? Okay. So let me just help you back with your blanket. Is everything comfortable for you? Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to, one last time, hand hygiene. I'm going to make sure that the 3 side rails are up, and then I'm going to provide this patient a call light. So I've provided you with a call light, Mr. Stewart. If you need anything, just go ahead and press this button and I'll come, okay? All right, so I've made sure that the patient's safety is my #1 priority. So I'm going to clean up my mess. Throw this all away. And now I'm going to document. So I, George McDelaney, I replaced the dressing on Marvin Stewart's surgical wound. I noticed that there was minimal serosanguinous dressing on the, or minimal serosanguinous drainage on the dressing, and there was no odor on the dressing. The site was also minimal serosanguinous drainage. There was no odor. It was 12 centimeters, and there were 13 sutures. The patient tolerated the procedure well, and I performed this all on March 20th, 2019 at 8 a.m. So, and the patient tolerated the procedure well. So, without further ado, I'm just going to go check on my other patients.